The first word we will learn in Greek is meno. I stay or I'm staying. Meno.
Meno.
Meno. So this is I stay or I'm staying. It covers both in Greek. You may have noticed that two words are becoming one here. We don't need to say the word for I in Greek. That's included in meno. Actually, it's that o on the end that's showing us that it's I stay, I'm staying. So meno is I stay or I'm staying. You will notice that most Greek words are built of parts. And a lot of these parts, we already know them from English, although we may not realize that we know them. For example, in English, we have the word perimeter, we have the word period, periphery. This peri that we have in perimeter, period, periphery means around or near in Greek. If we stick that to the beginning of meno, so we said that meno means I stay or I'm staying. If we stick this peri to the beginning of that, firstly, how will it sound if we stick peri to meno?
Perimeno.
Perimeno, good. So perimeno, around stay, means I wait or I'm waiting.
Perimeno.
Perimeno. So tell me again, what is I stay or I'm staying?
Meno.
Meno, good. And I wait or I'm waiting or I'm around staying?
Perimeno.
Perimeno, good. The word for don't or not in Greek is then.
Then.
This is spelled with delta, the Greek letter that looks like a D, or in capitals it looks like a triangle. Then.
Then.
So this is like the TH sound in the English word then, like I came, then I saw him. It's the same sound. So in Greek, we're writing this sound with the letter delta, which looks like a D, but we shouldn't let that confuse us. We can just look back to the English word then and import the sound right over into Greek. It's the same sound. So if you want to say, I don't stay or I'm not staying, you can just put that first, that then, before the verb. So how would that be?
Then meno.
Then meno, good. And I'm not waiting or I don't wait?
Then perimeno.
Very good. Then perimeno. This o sound with verbs, words like meno, perimeno, that shows us that it's I, is written with a letter that looks like a W when it's small or something like a rounded top hat in capitals. This is the letter omega. You don't have to worry about remembering the letter names or even how the letters look. I'm just mentioning them in case you are exposing yourself to written Greek. In fact, vowels were not previously written in the script that became the Greek and the Latin script, and O was adapted from W in English. So we see that connection there with this letter in Greek that looks like a W and produces an O sound. The letter omega, omega. In other scripts, such as Arabic for example, we also see this connection where W and O is actually the same letter. Arabic, Greek, Latin, the English script, they all come from the same root. They all come from the same parent script. So this O sound, like in meno or perimeno, looks like a W in Greek. So give me again I stay or I'm staying.
Meno.
Meno, good. And I wait or I'm waiting.
Perimeno.
Perimeno. So we see that this O or this W letter shows us that it's I. If we want to make he stays or he is staying, she stays, she is staying, it stays, it is staying, we change this O sound to an I sound and we get the version of the verb which works for he, she, or it. How would that sound?
Many.
Many. Brilliant. Many. So many gives us he stays, he's staying, she stays, she's staying, or it stays, it's staying. All of that with many. He waits or she waits.
Perimeni.
Perimeni. She isn't waiting.
Then perimeni.
Then perimeni. Very good. Now, if you want to make it a question, is she waiting? Is he waiting? We do something there in English to form the question. We invert the is and the he. She is waiting. Is she waiting? He is waiting. Is he waiting? But you don't have to worry about that in Greek. In Greek, all you need to do to make a question is make it sound like a question. So, if you want to say, is he waiting, is she waiting, how would that be?
Περίμενει.
That's it. Περιμένει. Isn't she waiting?
Δεν περιμένει.
Δεν περιμένει. Good. The word for me in Greek is the same as in English. You just pronounce it more like how it's written. Me.
Με.
So that's me. If you want to say he's waiting for me, firstly, we don't need the for. We will say something like he's awaiting me, she's awaiting me. And that me, that me, is going to come before the verb. It's going to come first. So, how would you say that? He's waiting for me, she's waiting for me.
Με περιμένει.
Very good. Me perimeni. She's not waiting for me. So this me wants to come just before the verb. What will come first is the not. So, not, she's waiting for me, he's waiting for me.
Δεν με περιμένει.
Very good. Then me perimeni. Isn't she waiting for me? Isn't he waiting for me?
Δεν με περιμένει.
Δεν με περιμένει. Well done.